Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Back again, back online, back in the situations. Intense energies, right? Mercury retrograde we're talking about here. My old computer just fried. It smells here on Barn. But Margot, thank you for coming in. I know some probably more people will coming in here, going back where we left it all. Hi, Diamond B. Hi, Alicia Lopez. Thank you, all guys. We gotta change some computers. We gotta swap internet cables and so on and so on. And started turn it on. And it said that the video feedback is not available from YouTube. Hi, CF. Please watch my six. Thank you. And don't know what happened, but something really burned out. It smells on burn, electrical burn. I don't know if my hard drive is good or not. I have some lot of information in there again, but it is what it is. But we're talking about here a Mercury retrograde, and hopefully this is gonna be okay till the end of the video for it. And I hope, I believe that we went into the January 12th. That is when the Mercury was at the 10 degrees there, and so on. It's a little bit intense energies if you feel it within me, but that is Mercury retrograde. Communications, situations, and so on, and so on. It is what it is. That's what I'm gonna say. We'll keep on going. For we're talking about that in January 12th. That is going to be this moon that it's coming in Virgo. Be mindful about this oppositions with Jupiter and Neptune. It's kind of like you fighting within the situations in there. Mercury is going to be in a very beautiful divine connections with retrograde Mars. That is a retrograde spiritual talk in the divine warrior from within when he is talking to himself. Okay, that is going to be at the 10 degrees of Capricorn, and that is going to be about January 12th. On January 13th, which is going to be Friday. So we're talking about Friday. Ooh. Friday the 13th. Okay. Mercury is going to be going into the 9 degrees. And that is represents an angel carrying a harp. The revelation of a spiritual meaning in a purpose of a core of any life situation. This picture simply said that the heaven is within us. All we have to do is open and listen to the total harmony of life, a harmony which we play a part that is necessary to completeness and meaning of the whole. In order to do this, we have to surrender our separative ego consciousness and flow with the universal current, which to the religious minded person is the will of God. This is the technique. It implies that of attunement to the rhythm of universal life. Angels are to be considered personalized of various aspects of this life and totally subservient to its rhythms and purpose. Purpose. We are going to be talking about this. You to attune yourself to these divine energies, but where they are going to be focused on, they're going to be focused within the relationship. The moon is going to be entering Libra in an opposing Jupiter. And the Jupiter, it is going to be within that 2 degrees, almost 3 degrees of Aries. And where the moon goes in there, she's going to be triggered Jupiter, the growth, but also is going to be square on Mercury retrograde. So that is going to be the day. You got to be very mindful about what you do with in your relationships with others, communications with others, contract with others. It is really the Friday the 13th. Mindful about it. Maybe that's for the computer burnout, but we'll see about it. Situations, how I'm going to handle it. This, but it is what it is. But there is a divine energies between Mercury and Mars. There is a beautiful energies with Pluto, and there is a beautiful energies with Venus. Okay, so Friday is the 13th. That is January 13th. So be careful within this energy there. And on the Friday 14th, the Mercury retrograde is going to be moving at 9 degrees. The moon it's moving at 19 degrees of Libra. There's a beautiful energies with Saturn and Lilith. There's a beautiful energies with Venus as well. Mercury is continued to be there within the divine energies with Mars, but Mars is not anymore retrograde. So be mindful on a Friday the 13th again. That is the switch over when the people is going to be, it's time for actions. It's time for changes. It's time for things to coming up. So be very careful how you're handling everything within these days. Okay. So Margot, Diamond B, Alicia, CF, Guy, and Granda, thank you all. Thank you all for being here and watching a live. Please have some questions ready if you need to later on. And it's going to be applied the same angel harp. That's going to be a little bit more forward within. And Mercury retrograde on to January 15th is going to be entering the 8 degrees. That is a sunlit home. Domesticated birds sings joyfully. There's going to be that ending of that retrograde season. You're going to be going back and relearning all this. But Mercury is going to be staying on that 8 degree until it turns in, and I'm going to reading it to you. That is the wholesome happiness, which is observance to the ideas of patterns of well-established culture brings of those who accept them unreservedly. In various ways, this section of cycle brings us process to us to imagine, glorifying the power and benefits which a steady and a well-integrated society brings to its members. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn was the ruler of the golden age before it became a symbol of binding limitations. So we are going to be looking at your Saturn, but where the Saturn is? Saturn is in Aquarius, and he is there, but he is basically not very much active there. What is currently going on is that the Venus is squaring Uranus. That is the pitfall if you haven't learned these unifications within energies from within you. The universe is going to be talking to Venus in the hard way. So this is like a lot of the people who are not listening the lessons. They haven't learned the lessons from within. They haven't done the inner work. There are going to be consequences basically from all this part. That is if Venus and Lilith are in fight, because during this time, Lilith is at 15 degrees of Leo. It is squaring the 14 degrees, 15, 8 minutes, almost 15 degrees of Uranus. And Venus is at 15 degrees. So those days, the final days of Mercury retrograde, be mindful how you carrying it out, your communications from within. So in January 16, the Mercury still is going to be retrograde. It's going to be at the 8 degrees, still within Capricorn. The moon, it goes into Scorpio, and it's going to adding the Scorpio seasons at 15 degrees. So here is, we have a moon in 15 degrees, we have a Uranus in 15 degrees, we have a Venus in 16 degrees, and we have a Lilith in 13 degrees. So all those are a square of these 4 zodiac signs that we've been talking about all year long. That was a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You learned the lesson of this year or not? This is going to be a huge test here. This is going to be a huge test and that squaring in there, it is going to be, did you learn all the lessons from within you? And on January 17th, Mercury still is going to be retrograde, but it's stationary there at the 8th degree. The angels are still going to be working on these issues. Okay, the moon is at 28 degrees of Scorpio. That is the end of the Scorpio season. That is a opposition with Mars. So be careful how you acting on your masculine energies there within the emotions and the situations from within. Lilith is opposing the north, it is squaring the north node. Venus is squaring Uranus. So be careful again with this feminine energies inside of you. Everything else, though, is pretty good. If you did the inner work, you get to the inner results. And on January 18th, Mercury, it is turning direct. So now everything that you have learned to all this point, it's going to come in to fruitfulness. Mars and Lilith, they have a divine energy towards Mercury that is right now direct. There is a divine energies from the moon that is beautiful with Uranus and the North Node. Your situations is fixed. The karma, you fixed it. You fixed the Lilith situation. You fixed the Mars situations, and you did your professional talk from within yourself. Now you are available to go and you can move on with your life with that inner peace from within you. That is going to be the end of the Mercury retrograde this season. So now if you have some questions, you can ask for it. Sorry, and I apologize for the technical difficulties, but it is what it is. I'm still afloating here. Now I can have a puff too. Okay. So things to be mindful about: the four zodiac signs, again, that we had all this year, and the cardinal signs that is everything begin within. So think baby and I will just stay home. Yeah, if that is the case, and the last days of Mercury retrograde, shut off a phone, shut off communications, and just, I mean, your business communications. If you have a business communications, be careful not to break your business communications. Feel sorry about it later on. For it, don't forget about it, that everything happens in Capricorn. That is also about talking about business. Don't self-sabotage your business. Don't self-sabotaging things that you might gonna feel sorry about it. If you have a job, be mindful with the communications at work during this period, because you might losing your job just because you don't know how to handle the energies there. Okay, but in this process of this Mercury retrograde, is good to stay home. So beautiful, beautiful Diamond B. If that is the case, you and the baby, yeah, yeah, it's very beautiful. But the overall, the Mercury retrograde is going to be very beautiful this season. And it's been piled up, it is strong, but it's about the truth. You finding your inner truth, and there is nothing better than that. I feel like the energy overall this year actually was preparing us for this moment right now, the way we are. Bring some more internal peace. So, yes, I'm totally cool with this. So if you guys don't have a questions, and there is no things for it, thank you guys for watching it, and appreciate it. But if you do have a questions or anything that comes in, let me know, and I appreciate the patience. appreciate watching it, appreciate the support, the energies exchange, and it's been wishing you to have a very beautiful Mercury retrograde season. Really wishing it to you, but it is what it is. You have to go through it. We had those before. I think this is going to be a very strong self-reflecting of the truth from within energy. So I think that's going to be a very beautiful power season. However, it's going to be intense because it's in the cardinal changes on Earth, and we have Uranus in the North Node and the Earth sign, which is Taurus, and this can really put things, pressures here into the three-dimensional world. All right, guys, let's share the love, and I will see you tomorrow. If you have any questions or if you need any help, you guys can find me on the Facebook, send me a private message, and we can set some time either for consultations or answering your questions. Thank you, guys, and be loved. Love you all. It is what it is. Be loved.